Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rush Hour Pod. I'm John Hoy.
And I'm Carter Elligan. We're here for a fast-paced recap of the first 2 weeks of the NBA season. So let's get into it.
Yeah, man. So today we've got three big stops. First,
Yep.
some surprise teams and some breakouts. Then we
Yep.
got some injuries and obviously some roster impacts, roster changes. And something that C and I have been really wanting to talk about is the Rookie of the Year.
Yes. Yes. So get your popcorn and don't blink because it's gonna go by fast. So let's dive right into it, John.
All right, man, let's kick things off with the San Antonio Spurs. See,
Okay.
look, last season they were 34, 48,
Yep.
not too well. And they were looking like they're in rebuilding mode. But I
Yep.
mean, look, this year I see something completely different. See, look, they're coming completely different. I mean, they've got young talent stepping up. They're healthier. I'd really see a hint of momentum here.
Okay. No, yeah, I definitely agree. But before we say it's a complete rebirth, like talk to me. What exactly gives you this optimism for the Spurs?
There are so many things to talk about. But here's the
Okay.
case. Victor Wembanyama. He is absolutely he's him. Like he's been unstoppable. He's averaging 25, 12, and 3, carrying my entire fantasy team. Look, this guy is unguardable. Did you see some of the shots he was making on the Mavericks? He's
I've
talking
been
about
watching.
7 foot come down, double cross pull up. Like you don't see nobody else doing that. I mean, look, not just Wemby, Stephon Castle, last year's Rookie of the Year, already established himself as a reliable two-way guard. He's averaging 19, 6, and 6. And Dylan Harper is stepping in with very high efficiency as a rookie. And though I don't think they're surprise contenders just yet, but it's
Yeah.
super promising, man. I think they can make some serious noise this year.
I know, I definitely agree. I definitely agree. But only time will tell. We'll see if they hold up against some of the bigger, stronger, better teams that's in the
Yep.
league. But let me flip it. Let's talk about the Bulls.
Yeah, Bulls.
I was pleasantly surprised. They start off the season really good. They're 6-2 right now. Here's what stands out to me. They have a rising roster. The synergy is starting to form, and the fans are starting to get that buzz again, John.
I hear you. I hear you. Look, man, Bulls definitely have the record, but give me a little bit more sauce, man. Like what's like the little add-on?
That's a great question. Here's why I say I'm surprised because not too long ago, they were missing the playoffs. They were sub 500. And it's a long way to the playoffs, but early signs this season, they're better balanced. They got younger players stepping up, but they still have the veteran stability.
Mhm. Yeah,
They opened the season with a win over Detroit, home
impressive.
opener. This is the first time since 2021, 2022 season. So yes, expectations were cautious, but I think they will deliver this year.
Most definitely. And all right, man. So let's compare real quick. Spurs maybe have more upside, and I
Yeah,
think a little bit of a longer runway.
yeah,
Bulls are definitely trending now with a lot of wins to back it. If you
sure.
had to pick which one is the bigger surprise right now, who would you pick?
Mm. I would have to say the Bulls, just based off comparing the rosters.
Yeah.
The Spurs have Wemby. Honestly, that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
But they got add-ons like Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper. Compared to the Bulls, when I think about the Bulls, I really only think of Kobe White and Josh Giddey, and neither of them really compare to Wemby. And if you add on Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper. So yeah.
For sure, man. I mean, like me personally, man, like it's hard. Like I don't really know. Both young teams, tons of upsides and have been cooking out of the expectations, blowing it out of the water. But I think we'll have to leave this one up to our viewers, man.
Sure, for sure. Let's dive straight into the injuries and roster moves. So let's start in Dallas. That going back to last year, that trade for with Luca and Anthony Davis, that was huge. It changed the whole dynamic of their team, both teams, Lakers and Mavericks. But man, the question is always with Anthony Davis, can he stay healthy?
Big question.
Time and time again, we see these big bodies land, but the availability becomes the question. And he was just listed questionable with a calf strain for today's game against the Wizards.
Yeah. Look, man. I mean, it's not looking great for the Mavs right now. When your centerpiece is banged up, and rookie, your first pick, Cooper Flag, he's still trying to find his rhythm. Everything
And
changes.
and he's having shoulder injuries too.
Look, man, yeah, I mean, everything changes. Like Kyrie too, but look, it's no longer about coming out of the gate and like being on fire for the Mavs because I think that's what they were thinking of doing. But
But
look, right now it's about managing their minutes,
yep,
chemistry, and health. And Jason Kidd obviously has a lot of work to do
a lot of
to
work.
give this Mavericks team some hope. And look, man, the trade better work out for Dallas. It
Hey,
was the craziest trade. It was loaded with risk, but I think there are still some good possibilities for them.
no, yeah, I definitely agree. But let's flip it to Philly. The
Hmm.
Sixers, on the other hand, are dealing with the youth side of their roster. Their sophomore guard, Jared McCain, already had a setback with a right thumb UCL tear, delaying really the start of his career. So for them, they have to integrate the young talent they already have and keep their veterans steady and healthy and ready to go.
Look, man, completely right. I mean, two teams, Mavs and Philly, obviously, but I think two very different stress factors. I feel like Dallas, they made a big move. They got a lot of big expectations, but the health is just not there.
The health is not
Philly,
there.
they're working on a little bit of the youth infusion. They have some injuries and they got to work on a little bit of clarity in the roles down the stretch. But I would say, see, man, we just have to see how they adjust.
You know,
I feel like if Dallas can keep AD on the court and Flag growing, I feel like they still have hope, like a lot of hope. But if Philly gets McCain back and maintains veteran health, I think they could surprise some people.
I think so too, yeah. But I would say the bottom line is injuries plus roster shifts equals core storylines. The Mavericks trade better hit because the clock is ticking.
Better hit, better
And
hit.
76ers youth strategy, well, that has to roll out without another hiccup.
Yeah. All right, man. Look, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about Rookie of the Year. This has
Let's
been
talk about it.
something we've been waiting for.
We've been
But
waiting
look,
for this.
I mean, look, we both know we saw great things from VJ Edgecombe, man. Like,
BJ,
dude was, he
BJ,
was shooting that. But it's so
BJ,
clear.
man.
It's Cooper Flag all day, man.
Cooper
It's Cooper
Flag.
Flag
What?
winning. Win the Rookie of the Year this year all day.
Huh?
What? Do you not agree with me?
Cooper Flag? I
You're
mean, he's
crazy.
all
But look,
right.
hey, everybody's got their own opinion. So look, I think as the number one pick, he came in with crazy expectation. And look, he wasn't perfect out the gate. He wasn't perfect
No,
out
no,
the gate.
no,
I know
no, no,
that.
no.
E-
John. There's no but after perfect. He was not perfect out the gate. But
Everything
who
is
was?
still
No,
new
no, no,
to
but
him.
who
See, it's
was?
like any other rookie in the league.
John, who was perfect out the gate? First game,
Look,
who's
hey,
perfect?
no, 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 listen. Cooper Flag is going to be very special this year. He's 6'9", 205, and he's
Okay.
already allowing him to guard multiple positions and crash the glass like a forward while creating plays like a guard. That's something you can't teach.
No,
See,
yeah, I'll give you that. He's 6'9", he's 205, right? You got a solid point. But my angle on Flag is he definitely has upside, definitely. But Edgecombe, he's already making noise in the NBA. Has Flag really made any noise in the NBA yet? I don't know. Obviously, Edgecombe, he was the number three pick. But in his debut, how many did he score? He had 34 points.
he
He
had a
grabbed
good debut. He had a good couple of
grabbed,
first
grabbed
games.
7 rebounds, and he had 3 assists in 117, 116 win.
Wow. Okay.
This
He's
was a
going to the
franchise
details. I
record.
see.
He passed AI. He passed Allen Iverson.
Look, man, stop. I'm gonna stop you right there. Edgecombe right now, superficially, is brilliant, but
Uh, 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 uh,
it's a small
I'm usually
sample.
right. John, I'm usually right.
You're usually right. You're not always
Usually
right.
right,
Okay.
John.
Also, look, Edgecombe, when Jared McCain comes back, I think his usage is gonna get limited. And going
Or
down the road, I don't think he's gonna
or
have the same
if he
impact.
continues to prove himself, that might not happen.
I think when Jared McCain's come back, what Jared McCain did last year, Philly's got to give him a chance. Like, there's no way that
Obviously, you can't just throw McCain back in like that.
nah. I look
I think
personally.
if,
I
if
think
I think if DJ keeps proving himself, McCain
VJ can keep
I
proving
think no, no,
himself, but
no.
down the
I
road
think I
it's
think
different.
no.
You're
I
seeing
think
just
if
a few
VJ keeps
games.
proving himself,
Look,
McCain's
man,
spot might
you're
become
crazy.
VJ. That's what I'm saying.
All right, look, but it's clear that I think you think you got VJ all day, you got Edgecombe all
Yeah,
day. But
yeah.
look, man,
No
that's
debate.
just
There's
you.
no debate.
That's just you. You cool. You got your own opinion, but look, it's cool for me all day.
It's
But
not.
I will be fair and square. I will be fair and square. All right, I'll find some common ground here. If we were to choose Rookie of the Year right now, then I got VJ. VJ's definitely got it. But
But I tell
future
you, I'm usually right.
possibilities, way more with
I
Coop.
tell you, John, I'm usually right.
Look, man, I guess we'll have to see what the viewers say. And after these first few weeks, Edgecombe leads the Rookie of the Year race, but we'll definitely have to revisit this mid-season. And I'm
Definitely.
also never wrong on my predictions, so mid-season, our viewers can be here to witness. I'm gonna prove you wrong.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But
Mhm.
key takeaways today, early surprise teams are fun to watch, but we definitely have to watch out for sustainability. Injuries and roster shift matter more than we often acknowledge. This rookie of the year race between flag and Edgecombe is already heating up, John.
And it's heating up in this little call right now too. Anyways, thanks so much for listening to the Rush Hour Pod. It's a great season, lots of good things to look forward to. I'm John Huang.
And I'm Carter Elegant. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on YouTube. We'll be back soon. Until then, keep your eye on the scoreboard and the storylines behind it.
Thanks and see you next time.
Peace.